Daredevil. This is Daredevil issue 23.
VGI.
Yeah, I agree.
Certified VGI.
Last we left
Spider-Man's on the cover. I'm interested.
Oh, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man's role in this run has been awesome, by the way, Brian. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know?
Very minimal, but incredibly
When he
effective.
shows up, it's often one of the best moments. Because he's very much an enforcer. But in any case, we'll get into that when we get to it.
Yeah, he reminds you that I was an Avenger, nigga. I put out the best of them.
Yeah.
I can't. So who you think you is?
I got no qualms about beating a blind man. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
right. No, all jokes aside, this is a pretty interesting one.
Yeah. Last we left off, Daredevil has finally decided to turn himself in for the crime of manslaughtering, I guess, a criminal. And his counsel is Foggy and Kirsten McDuffie from his love interest from 2 whole runs ago, from Mark Waid's run. Very great run. I'd suggest you pick it up as a side note. We get a little recap as to why she forgot, and Brian let us know last time we talked about it, but it's a little confirmed that yes, the Purple Children made the world forget who he was, and including her.
Ooh, the Purple Children.
Ooh, the Purple Children.
That was some excellent writing.
Yeah.
Very engaging.
Super.
The Purple Children.
So yeah, and Daredevil is vexed because he's like, man, this just hurts my heart. I know I could never be with her again. So yeah,
he says, yo, Foggy. Foggy's like,
yeah,
fuck you, and then jumped out the window and bounced. That was petty as hell.
You brought my girlfriend
here?
He
can't really chase after you or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a guy with a tie on, right?
Really good lawyer.
Normal shit.
The best lawyer. He can't use his lawyer skills. I don't think they teach that at the bar. Running through rooftops. So yeah, it's like Josh said. He gets tight that he invited his ex-girlfriend here, and
oh man, he was sick.
He bounces, but he's like, "You need people. She's the best lawyer we know. Whatever, bro. You could be mad. I did what was right." And he knows it too. He thinks about it, like we get a narration where he's like, "Yeah, I know, Foggy's right, but it still hurts." The sad boy supreme over there. My girlfriend, I love her so much. He hangs out on a rooftop, and that's when Elektra is there.
It's like, man, not this.
Yeah, he's literally like, "Oh God, no."
You're the last person I wanted to see. I'm already feeling blue about these.
Yeah, I guess this scene kind of offers it reminds us that Elektra's still a prominent figure of this arc, and we'll probably see her again down the line. He's like, remember, she's still around. So she's basically like, I need your help, and he's like, you stole so much money. You tricked me into stealing so much money for you. Fuck off. And she's like, all right, later, bro. Not before
for a big deal, for a plot that may happen down the line or in another book.
You'll see me later.
Hand. I mean, the Hand's been doing some weirdo shit as far as we've seen from the X book. So
yeah. So we get a quick scene with Kirsten and Foggy talking about it, and she's like, "Where's Matt at?" And Foggy's like, "Damn, I guess I can't avoid this. I got to figure something out." We then cut to Kingpin in their bank hideout with the rest of the thug bosses of New York of Hell's Kitchen at the time. Hammerhead survived. He's just there with a wraparound. He got shot in the head, but he survived that because his head is apparently made of metal. So, he's like, you're coming back to crime, Kingpin, and he's like, no, I'm the mayor. I can't just come back to crime. But after he just bashes Hammerhead's skull in for being, I guess,
Hammerhead
insubordinate. He's just like, enough is enough. It's clear that you need a leader. I would gladly fill that void but I'm the mayor, so But in that stead, he basically installs Izzy Libris as the de facto big kingpin of Hell's Kitchen now. Like, she's the new Hell's Kitchen, and she's basically his mouthpiece. You are to treat her as you treat me. If it were me, she's me now. And
yeah.
Right as he's establishing this, the fucking safe doors just clean off their hinges, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how strong is Daredevil?
Right?
Maybe he blew it up.
I thought maybe it's because well, we see it later, but I think it's probably Spider-Man that did that.
Well, yes. Since the surprise is out
sorry.
the window, yes, it was indeed Spider-Man.
There's no way this guy
With
did
no issue.
it. Yeah. Okay, so basically Daredevil's like, yeah, no, even from prison, I'm gonna make your lives a living hell. You know, I'm watching, and I'm not gonna just let you guys do whatever you want. Even from prison, I'm gonna find a way to fuck you over. And
So this no-name shorty really has the nerve to speak back to Daredevil like,
I think that's Libris.
"Oh, you're gonna be in jail."
Isn't it? No, that's not Izzy. My bad.
That's just
some rando.
Some chick.
Rando lady.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's like, yeah, well, you don't gotta worry about me, but my boy up there, he's gonna bash your fucking head in.
Yeah, he says like it's not just me. So he has like, and there's Spider-Man chilling, posted up in the corner, just like, yeah, I'm here.
He doesn't really need to be on those webs, right? Like he could just be on the ceiling.
It's just cool.
He's just letting them know, like,
yeah, it's for dramatic effect.
Remember me?
Just so you guys know, I have webs.
Remember the Avenger?
Yeah, now I know. Because this isn't necessarily my neck of the woods, but while Daredevil's gone, I'm going to be up here. It's pretty cool. And then he uses smoke bombs to escape with Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like, well, I tried to be dark and menacing, so. And he's like, no, you did it. Thanks, bro. And they kind of talk about it as this is pretty much the last time they'll see each other, as Daredevil is likely going to jail. It's revealed that like the reason that Spider-Man has been writing him so hard about this manslaughter charge is because apparently in Spider-Man vs. Wolverine #1, Spider-Man accidentally killed a person. I didn't know this about him, and he was just kind of
I didn't know that either.
He was just taking out this kind of guilt on Daredevil because he felt guilty within himself because he did it and he didn't really suffer any consequences. So I guess he's just like throwing that insecurity on him. And Daredevil's like, I understand, boy, and he gives him a hug. Sweet little moment between them, and they spend the rest of the night just talking.
Yeah, it was really dope.
They just spend the rest of the night talking about their fears and things they've done and like their regrets. It's a really cathartic moment for both of them. It's very cool because these characters are obviously very close together. They work in the same city, and it's really cool.
Cover a lot of the same area.
Yeah, Daredevil says something like, "I need all the people I can get. I should thank God and feel blessed that He's giving me the best people." And I'm like, aw. Daredevil. Matt Murdock. But in any case, Daredevil enters the Foggy's lawyer's office. And Kirsten's there, but she's like, you're late. But now that you're here, it's time for all of us to get together because Matt Murdock is on board. And there's just a whole guy just disguised as Matt Murdock in the other room. Just cause
he says, "Hell yeah!" Oh
man, such a fun. This run is so good.
Hell yeah!
You can see Daredevil's expression, like, yeah, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose this case and be in prison for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah. I mean, we say it every time it comes on. If you're not reading it, you're missing out. This is a very fun, very interesting, and philosophical run of Daredevil. Highly recommended. And the art's awesome.
This is the perfect way to do not solo. What do you?
This is a solo
Is there
series.
a name for a series that's really contained within it? I guess most of these series are contained within themselves. It's just that Daredevil never is a part of any of the events.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a self-contained story that doesn't really.
Yeah, but they do the crossover stuff well. Like. You got Hammerhead, right? You got Spider-Man, and I guess they had a few other people. Yeah. I forget. You get the point. They do it well enough.
Yeah. Great. Super awesome.